Lesson 1-9, Scientific Notation. To begin with, just to give you a little background on what scientific notation is and why we use it if you've never heard of it. Scientific notation is used to write very large or very small quantities in a much easier format. A lot of times, people who work in a lab or work with really large or really small numbers in their line of work, they need a way to write them shorter and not have to write out a number like 24,830,620,000. Instead of having to write a bunch of those numbers, using scientific notation is just shorter, it's simpler, it's easier to handle and easier to do operations with. So I want to take this lesson and I want to show you how to write a number in scientific notation. I want to show you how to write a number back from scientific notation into standard form. And then I want to show you how to compare numbers that are written in scientific notation, because sometimes we have a need to do that. So I'm going to start out with example 1. And example 1, I've got write 3,212 in scientific notation, which I understand this is not a very large number, but I'm using it just to show you how to do it. To start with, you need to know where the decimal is, and it's at the end of a number if you don't see it. So we always want to start out to write a number in scientific notation. The first number we want to write down is we want to put down, using our number that we have, we want to move our decimal so that we can make a number that's between 1 and 10. So if I move my decimal and put it right here between the 3 and the 2, that would make the number 3.212. So we can't change anything, we can't leave anything off, we can only move the decimal. And by moving the decimal between the 3 and the 2, it does make a number between 1 and 10, and that's what we wanted. So that's the first part of scientific notation. After that, you're going to multiply that by some power of 10. So go ahead and write down times 10. Now the exponent that we put on 10 will be determined by how many places your decimal moved. In this case, my decimal was here, and we moved it between the 3 and the 2, so it moved 3 places. So I'm going to put an exponent of 3. Now, you have to be careful on the exponent, because by moving the decimal 3 places, it could be a positive 3 or a negative 3, depending on which direction it moved. So what I always do is I draw an arrow where I put my new decimal, and to get back to the original decimal, you would go right. So that makes a positive. If you were going left to get back to the original decimal, then that would be a negative. Another way to tell if it's a positive or negative exponent is by looking at your number. If your number is bigger than 1, it should be a positive exponent. Okay, so that is how to write a number in scientific notation. And I also will put on here how to do it on your calculator so that you'll know. I'll put a little video on there for you to see how to do that on the calculator as well, because it's very simple on the calculator too. You just type the number in, and then you hit second and 5, and that should put it in scientific notation form, I believe. Okay, so for the next step, the next example, I want to show you how to take a number that's in scientific notation, and I want us to write it back in standard form. So if I take a number that's written in scientific notation, like 2.315 times 10 to the negative 5 power, if I do that, and I put it back in standard form, that means I'm going to take my number 2.315 and I'm going to place that number back in standard form by moving the decimal the number of times on the exponent. Because it's a negative 5, I'm going to move my decimal 5 places to the left. So take your decimal here. I'm going to go ahead and write my digits down, 2315. Here's my decimal. I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'm going to place it right there. And every one of these spots I'm going to fill in with a 0. So I'm going to clean it up. That's 0.00002315. So that is my answer for example 2, to place that back in standard form. And standard form is just a number. It could be a decimal, it could be a whole number, but it's just a number. So that's what putting that back in standard form looks like. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how to compare two numbers that are in scientific notation. So I'm going to show you two numbers. This will be example 3. I'm going to show you two numbers that are written in scientific notation, and then we're going to compare which one's larger or smaller. So let's take, for example, let's say we have 2 times 10 to the 3rd power and 1.5 times 10 to the 5th power. Okay, to compare two numbers that are written in scientific notation, the first thing you want to look at is the power of 10. So the one on the left is 10 to the 3rd power, and the one on the right is 10 to the 5th power. If the powers of 10 are not the same, then the bigger power is automatically the bigger number. No matter what the decimal is in the front, the bigger power automatically makes the biggest number. Does not matter about the other. So because the power 5 is bigger than the power 3, then 2 times 10 to the 3rd is less than 1.5 times 10 to the 5th. Even though 2 is clearly bigger than 1.5, that does not matter. It matters about the power, the exponent that's on 10. Now, if you have 2 where you had like 3.4 times 10 to the 5th and then 3.1 times 10 to the 5th. If you had 2 where the exponents on the 10 were the same, if the exponents on 10 are the same, then you move and you look at the numbers at the beginning, and then you can compare those. And because 3.4 is bigger than 3.1, you would say greater than. But that is only because the exponents on the 10 are the same. So the power is more important than the number out in front. And that's how you compare two numbers that are written in scientific notation. I wanted to make one other correction to something I said a few minutes ago on the calculator about putting the scientific number in scientific notation in the calculator. And I was referring to hitting 2nd and 5, and that's actually something that you hit on a calculator that we used to use, but we don't use that anymore. Now we have the TI-30X2S, which is a better calculator. It does so much more than the other one does. So to get a number written in scientific notation on the calculator, you would actually type in the number, and then you would hit 2nd and the DRG button, which is right beside the 2nd button. Above it, it says SCI/ENG. And when you do that, when you hit that button, it gives you a menu, and you can change it to scientific notation and then hit enter, and it will automatically put that number in scientific notation. I will post a video of how to do that, but remember, if you do that, that puts it in that mode, scientific notation mode. That means everything you do from then on will be in scientific notation. So if you want to take it out of that mode, you have to go back in and set it back to what it was originally to put it back to normal. Okay, so that's the end of lesson 1-9, and I'm going to let you work on your practice and homework problems.